Yo, what is up, internet? Brodad here. Messed up my recording while wiping the screen. It's rainy, so you know when like this droplets start hitting your screen, and there's like smooth patches where it's still dry, and wet patches. So the movement of your finger messes up, especially if like you're spinning circles for the curve balls. And then like you're throwing it at a certain direction or point on the screen, and sometimes like it'll slow down, kind of like when it hits the like a water spot that's not, if it's like super waterlogged, I guess it'll keep sliding, but it's just little like tiny mini droplets. It affects like the speed at which you're throwing the ball. Usually ends up like breaking your finger, not breaking, but like slowing down the finger as like if it was like a tar pit or something. So the ball like doesn't have enough velocity. So you like underthrow it. You have the right curve but the wrong strength. Oh, fuck this. Now I can be doing rocket stops. Sometimes it just throws your, even like your circular motion just a little off, and then your throw a little off. You still managed to touch the Pokemon, but we didn't get the great or the excellent. Right there, geez. My finger like slowed down. Didn't quite get the velocity on it. Anyway, this has been a study in Pokemon Go throwing of balls. Drilled was shiny? No, not shiny. So do you guys care about shinies or not? I remember at first when I started playing, I didn't give a crap about shinies. Like when I heard about the numbers, that was when I started. There was like even there used to be like websites where you could like scan the numbers from like the stats of the, like what's his level, what's his power up cost, and they could like enter the CP and its HP, and they like shoot you out like the actual IVs before you couldn't like evaluate. At first, there's nothing at all. Then eventually they would say, oh, this one is the biggest one I've seen so far, such vigor, and like each word meant a certain stat range. Oh, gym battle. Not gym battling tonight. Should have spun the stop though. Excuse me. Throat was a little hoarse there. Missed the throw. Dwebble, he's shiny, available. Crustle, he's pretty good in the Great League. I mean, against the wrong Pokemon, you get destroyed. But against the right Pokemon, you're the one destroying. And in certain metas, certain team comps could be like really good. You have Crustle within something that protects Crustle. So if they swap out to like fuck your Crustle, then you counter swap right away. You've got your Crustle, it's a winning matchup in the back. Plus now you've got another positive matchup, so you should be able to win at least two. And then with the last one, hopefully his last Pokemon doesn't destroy all your team, but it gives you a slight advantage. So that's like, I believe it's like ABB. So you have like A and then B, which covers your A, and you have two of those. So that when you swap, if they have like a killer to your A, they have a B counter basically. So you send in like your more, not average, but more better against, like more, covers more of the meta a bit. You still get killed, but then you have another B still there to win that first matchup. Wasn't maybe expecting that. So that's how you can win. Personally, I like having a good coverage over the whole, as much possible of the meta I can. Not having any holes as much as possible. That doesn't always work because of, let's say, ABB teams and stuff like that. Or sometimes, like, I don't know that, let's say, using, so I can, like, in general my team could cover most of the meta, but let's say like that one guy was supposed to cover, let's say, a Trevenant and let's say Walrein. Well, I mean, so he beats one of the two, but he can't beat both of them, you know? And the other two guys can't cover, let's say, Walrein. So that's occasions where I could get screwed. And then I guess it's just a matter of adjusting. Okay, what's the teams that you're seeing? Like, I think the best thing would be, like, film yourself, and then you can watch where you made a mistake. Because you can't always remember everything you're doing. And another thing to be better at PvP is, well, at least, like, remember your shields. How many shields you have, how many shields they have. It's kind of stupid that you can't see it while you're throwing a move. How, like, what's the shield count? Because that's something that can affect if you want to bait or throw. Like, if you know he has no more shields, no use baiting. And conversely, if he still has shields and you decide, well, is he going to shield it or not? Is he going to think I'm going to bait so he's not shielding, so I actually throw? And you have to figure, like, let's say you throw, he shields, can you get to another one? But then again, if he knows you're baiting, then he's not shielding. So I don't know. It's a lot of mind games. I'm not sure. Maybe he turns into masquerade, that, like, floppity fish thing. Dandy fish, yeah, masquerade. That's two Pokemon that, like, you can't see the connection right away. Okay, what's yours? What? Claiming quest items. I like to save my dust quests and my XP quests when they're worth it, and then, like, there's always a chance to use star pieces or lucky eggs eventually, especially, like, on special events. Let's say there's, like, extra this, extra that. $2,000 dust. Oh, fuck, I'll save it. So 9 minutes in, still no Galarian bird. Guess the G gods are not with me. You don't even have an incense on, bro. What? Same outcome. I mean, if I'd have one, if I didn't have one. The odds of seeing one are not fantastic. Then odds of catching it are that much worse. Put a little over here. And then let's use a regular ball. So I'm getting pretty low on balls here. I should probably stock up for, there's some Comedy Classic happening at the end of the month, I think on 29th. That's like next Saturday. Yeah. So Swinubs. It's a good Pokemon. Shadow Mammal Swine, which is the final evolution of Swinub, is the top ice attacker. It's usable for PvP as Pillow Swine in the smaller leagues. Mammal Swine is usable in the Master League. And it's a good ice, it's the best ice raid attacker. So XL candies is one thing. If you can trade with friends living at least, well, for guaranteed XLs, it has to be 100 kilometers. 50 kilometers, I think it's 2 candies. So 100 is 3 candies and an XL guaranteed. 50 kilometers is 2 candies guaranteed, and I think over 10 is 1 extra. What is that? Or under 10 is 1, over 10 is 2. I think it's over 100 for 3. Is it 10 or 50? The next stage, I mean, whatever. For that, a good trick is using friend eggs, the 7K eggs. So the Pokemon that you get from that egg counts as being from where that egg is from. So that's a way of getting guaranteed XLs. So you each, like you and your buddy, you hatch as many of those, and then you trade for whatever Pokemon. So like it's when you traded like one way for your friend or you, and then you switch next time. So you send him, you're hatched, he sends whatever he wants XLs for, and next time around he sends you his 7Ks, and you send yours that you want XLs for. And another way to get more XL candy is Mega Pokemon. So as you Mega evolve Pokemon of a type, it'll give more XL, well, there's a chance of more XL candies. Starting at level 2, you get, I think, 10% boost of getting more chances of getting XL candies when you catch Pokemon of that type. So let's say it would be Swinub, he's ice and ground. So any ice or ground Mega, so a Swampert, if you have it. Onyx, I believe, is steel ground. Wasn't Steelix? Is it steel ground? I don't know. What else is it, ground or water? Mega, what's his face there? Primal Kyogre would count. Yeah, I don't know. Mega Bunnelby, no. Ground. Houndoom is fire, dark. The other one, dark. That white bird emo thing. Mega Pidgeot, Mega Beedrill, no. Latios, no. Yeah, so I think those are the ones. Anyway, if you have better ones that you know, post in the comments, share with everyone. So yeah, so your Mega Buddy. So I think after 2 evolutions or whatever, after a few evolutions, it goes to level 2, which gives you 10% increased chance of getting XL candies when you catch. And then after whatever many times you go to level 3, then it gives you a 25%, which is pretty big. And then like when you have anytime that it's weather boosted, like there's better chance. So the level I think is +5. So you end up getting like more higher level Pokemon of that type. And as you, I think like above level 25, I find that it's a good, like you get a good amount of XL candies when you transfer. So let's say transfer 10, 25 and up, you get like 7 at least. Well, not guaranteed, but I feel like 7's a good. Maybe you'll get 6, maybe you'll get 8. You won't get 10. But let's see. Super bug powers, whatever. Drapion's good. Even a Beedrill, Shy Beedrill's good. Alright, so it's raining. Oh fuck, I got my incense here. Save it for another time. Alright, peace out, internet.